the thing? Yes, that did the thing. Okay. Hello.
Hello!
Last time on Dragon Ball Z Hot Pockets edition.
They're just still screaming about hot pockets. It's been 30 minutes now.
That's on brand. I'm sorry.
Moved 5 feet.
I'm not sorry.
Yeah, they're powering up. They're just going, ha.
I fixed the buffering. We will be good to go. If it didn't, I'm gonna cry. It'll be fine. I don't know if I fixed the buffering. Anyway, let's just go under the assumption it fixed the buffering.
Fingers crossed.
Alright, so hello. Hi, I'm Michi. We're an hour late. It's fine. I am sorry about the massive amounts of technical difficulties. It's been a night. So hi, I'm Michi. I am the GM for this campaign. We are playing Eclipse Phase 2nd Edition. Let's get into it and just go around by introducing yourself, your character, etc., etc. Starting with Rain tonight.
Yay! I am Rain Hayes, and I am playing Isev and Beauty. And I have to remember how to play Isev and Beauty.
I don't remember who's next. Is it me?
Inky.
Oh, hello. I'm Enki. I'm playing Augie. Snake robot with guns. Pew pew.
And
Yeah.
Rhea.
Yeah, I'm playing Estrella. Sexy?
Question mark.
Well,
With-
we hope so.
Guns hidden in odd places.
Well, only sometimes.
And Keith.
Yeah, I'm Keith. I'm playing Wheels, the former criminal underbelly street racing pilot.
Awesome. Alright. So, last time we were here, the party was taking a bomb to blow up a habitat. Because
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case. Exurgent virus, don't fuck with that. Because a lot has changed. We are kind of going to skip forward. They successfully blew up the thing, and it's great.
Hooray!
So you blew up the thing, you got all that good stuff done. What are you doing in your downtime?
Oh yeah, downtime activities.
Yeah.
Gosh.
That's a thing that happens. I think I was going to learn a new Psi.
Are we talking about what we put into our sheet last time?
I mean, yes, that, and basically, what are you doing after your mission?
I think that Isev is just going to go back to scavenging and trying to maintain her contacts until she can get more information.
I think Wheels is participating in a sweet street race and winning some hard cash, hard digital cash.
Alright. Cool.
Guess she's probably working.
That makes sense.
I guess she's practicing like her gun skills because she's like, I'm gonna be able to defend myself. This stuff is dangerous.
Okay, but you got to pick one. Are you working or are you practicing your gun skills? I don't want those two things happening at the same time.
I'm not gonna judge what my clients are into, okay? Also, how much downtime is it? Because if it's multiple hours, I'm sure I can find time to do both.
Oh, it's gonna be.
That's probably like a
you've
week.
got about a week, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of which, has Augie been introduced to us yet?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
That's why I thought Michi had a plan for that, so I was like, I
Yeah.
don't exist yet.
I have a plan for it. I was just kind of buying time to make sure the stream was doing fine. This is awesome.
Don't worry, stream. We'll tell you about it afterwards.
Fine.
Oh, it's live.
So, you are doing the things, and as you're going about your day as usual, you once again get your... you get a message from your... oh god, what is his name?
It's the
Guy with the
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
Shufin?
Shufin, yes, thank you. I am so ready for this, it's fine.
Dr. Schumacher.
Yeah, Shufin Jace sends you a message asking to meet, gives you his Simulspace link.
There's a loud clattering of metal as Isev gets startled in the middle of a pile.
I'm assuming that the three of you who would have received this log in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, as you log in, as usual, Dr. Jace's Simulspace is different. This time you're in an arcade. It's great. There's pinball machines all over everywhere. You don't see anyone except yourselves, and obviously the black cat that is your router. But you hear, like, you hear some chatter, you hear the pinball machines going, all of that.
Generic arcade noises.
Generic arcade noises, yeah.
Bing,
Oh,
ba-ding,
Star
bing,
Wars.
bing, bing,
I'm going
bing.
to go over to one of the pinball machines. Start playing.
Star Wars.
Dr. Jace will hop up on the pinball machine that you're playing on.
Move
Have a
your
laugh
ass if you
there.
want to get tilted.
Don't tilt me. That's not nice.
Then you should probably move your ass, right?
That thing's against the rules.
Rules.
Cat is about to direct eye contact you and just knock soda everywhere.
Yeah. He just kind of sighs and goes over to a table and sits and waits for you to finish.
I lose like I just keep feeding quarters out of my pocket that shouldn't really exist. There's a lot of cussing happening in a southern accent.
So after a while, Dr. Jace kind of clears his throat.
Fast, stupid machine anyway.
Thank you for coming. I'm glad you have enjoyed the space this time. And thank you for your work at Maniac. That was... could have been cleaner, but it was probably for the best. I see the ship at least came back undamaged. very pointed look.
Flashback of Wheels like bending all the like plates back into place that from a collision that happened.
We're flying and you can actually hear the metal stress because he's pushing it too far.
Oh yeah, totally. Of course, no problems.
As is traditional, I have another mission for you. This is a simple retrieval. Shouldn't be too much stress. There's a tattoo shop on Locust. And under the shop, there's quite a few relics that Firewall is interested in. There's one in particular I'm looking for. It is... should have a briefing show up. There is a... It will look like an old pre-fall wooden crate. I need you to find it and return it to me. It's Firewall. Do you have any questions?
Do we take anything else from the vault?
That is up to you. All I am interested in is the crate. Or its contents. Crate's not important.
Sorry. There we go.
What's our contact's name?
This one you don't exactly have a contact?
Okay, so I should ignore that last part.
Oh, oops.
I think they meant the drop-off contact.
Ah. Yes. Your contact for drop-off will be... Josiah. Is the name he will go by.
Okay. Well, I don't have any questions. Seems pretty straightforward.
What kind of security can we expect?
My intelligence tells me there's not a lot, but my intelligence wasn't able to get much past the tattoo parlor itself.
Well, it wouldn't be any fun if there weren't any security.
That is an assessment.
We don't have any hackers this time around either.
I mean, if we need to get the door open, I can get a door open.
I'm sure I could get someone to open the door for us, but... it could be tricky this time around.
Completely unrelated to opening doors. Shufin, do you have a bomb I could borrow?
Not this time.
God damn it.
What about a ship?
Should be a ship, although ground transportation will be provided.
Oh, we're on the same planet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the habitat.
Let's do it.
Oh, and you should be meeting a new friend once you are there.
Oh, once
It'll
we're
be very
there.
hard to miss. And then Shufin disappears.
Is this from the context of a cat or what?
The disappears in a glitter blast.
I swear, we get the weirdest fucking contacts, don't we?
Well, so glad that he was very specific about that one.
Have I ever been to this tattoo place before?
That is actually a really good question. No, you have not.
Okay.
You
I'm guessing I at
probably-
least know about it if it's high clientele, though.
Oh yeah, you know about it. It's odd that it is in such a kind of run-down district, but nobody's died from it yet.
People online. Yeah.
Well, do we want to do this a subtle way, or do we want to do this the loud way? I don't know how far we'd get if we just tried to raid.
I suppose we could attempt to infiltrate.
I'm pretty sneaky.
I'm just gonna hold out my arms. I mean, I could use more ink. if we can finagle. Well, shit, we don't have a hacker. We're not gonna be able to give ourselves a 2-month invite.
We can try. It probably won't go well, but we can try.
Do you remember what happened to Dak when he tried? When they tried?
Oh? Yes,
Do you remember how we discovered that it was an exurgent virus?
Yes, I remember.
Sure, it was an exercise.
Say what?
Nothing.
Well,
I mean, if you want to contract an exurgent virus, darling, that's up to you.
yeah, I don't know. I can't do any of those typey things and whatnot, so.
Yeah, I'm more of a punching person myself.
I mean,
All right. Well, if nothing else, we should go meet our new compatriot.
Maybe they are more inclined. I guess we'll just head over there if you guys aren't busy.
Yeah, I'm not busy, and background of more clanking of metal.
Alright. So you're all gonna meet up at this tattoo parlor.
Yeah, at the very least we can get in an attempt to place hold a spot, I guess, like make a reservation, get us into the building, right?
Case the joint.
That'd be the way to go.
Cool.
Are they, is the shop anarchist affiliated?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, let's go. And I'm just gonna drop out of the symbol space and unbury myself because I'm apparently 2 feet deep now. And I'm gonna start heading that way.
Alright, so as you come up to this tattoo parlor, Inky, who would they find there?
All right. Well, I guess it's me, Augie. It's like 8 foot tall snake man. but also a robot. Yeah, so
Please tell me that's how you greet us. It's me, Augie.
Can you imagine an 8-foot tall snake robot man walking up to you and going, "It me"?
all right, we're going with it. Because like y'all don't know what my name is. Like I'm like, is it me? Is it you?
It me.
Huh?
I like to imagine that you've been going up to every person that's walked in up until then and been like, "It me," and they're like, "Yeah."
Okay.
Sure is you. Okay.
You know, cat, the cat guy isn't. He talks to you in the head.
And as Augie is trying to talk about the cat guy, you all get a ping, and oh, by the way, snake.
Oh, crap. Well, I feel like this is just going to go great. I mean, we're going to get past that door, no problem.
I'm getting great vibes from this. It's going to be an absolute party.
Yeah, and I think my idling motion is just like, like snakes gotta sniff things, but with their tongues. Which I wouldn't have to do because I'm mechanical, but I'm a snake. That's what I do.
But reasons.
There's like little nanofilaments that come out to touch things.
Yep.
Oh god. Okay, so what do we see for the building?
So the building is kind of nondescript. It's there. You've got the sign. It's like these. It looks like what you would see in a movie set before the fall, just like this neon sign that's kind of flickering a little bit. It says skinwear. There's a lot of like nice art in the window. Obviously, some of it's moving because nano tattoos. That's what they do.
I forgot to ask this before coming here, but do we have our gear?
Yeah, you have your gear.
Okay. Good to know.
Like, this is your home turf. You have whatever you have.
I pull out my railgun. You don't have your railgun. Ah, shit.
I mean, if you brought your railgun, you have your railgun. Why you would need a railgun at a tattoo parlor, I don't know, but...
Why wouldn't I?
Guess who's got lots of guns?
Have gun.
God.
We're still not entirely sure if we trust you with gun.
I can gun. I have a gun.
I feel like the part of the way Beauty's just going to be staring down Estrella going, all right, so how do you load it?
It just I could use a gun.
Loading it? Don't you have a person? Don't you have staff for that?
Since most of her experience is like from probably in like a gun range type setting, that's probably what happens.
All right, what's our plan, guys?
Is there a back door? Let's walk around the building. See what the building's like.
Alright. Oh god, what skill would that be?
See if there's a vent, because we know how I am with vents, Michi.
Maybe
Yes.
infiltrate or perceive.
Perceive, yeah.
I'ma make a roll. Where's my skills?
Not what I meant. Oh wait, yes it is. What? Come on.
I don't know anything.
Really? I have a decent score, and that's what you're gonna do to me?
Now look at mine.
So Augie walks directly into a fire ladder. Just
Fire
bonk.
escape?
Fire escape, that's the one, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can climb it while I'm here.
'Cause
Ladder that is on fire.
the ladder doesn't go anywhere. It's just there for aesthetics. It literally is just there to look like a back alleyway.
Goodness.
But doubles are a crit fail, so...
Oh.
Well, this task is starting out fine.
Wheels, however, does notice that there is, in fact, a back door. It
All the rest of us are just
Oh,
like
good.
staring.
We've seen the
diving
obvious.
Further,
I'm like-
Wheels notices also that this is probably the door that the employees go out for smoke breaks on. So, probably not that heavily guarded.
Okay.
Well, in our process of casing the joint, I could set up I have some kind of camera thing. Dang, I don't remember what it's called. A spy nano swarm.
Yeah, you can do that.
Tell me
Does it have
about-
to stay on one spot, or can we send it inside?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, it is a nano swarm, so the next time the door opens, it can slip in.
Well, maybe I'll have it hang out outside here and kind of monitor it as we're exploring elsewhere. And when someone pops out, then have it go inside.
All right. What else are you doing to case the joint?
Is there a sewer access?
No. There's what looks like a manhole to go to a sewer there, but it's just decorative.
The hell were the city planners thinking? Where does our waste go? We don't have a sewer system.
I mean, that's how you get the broccoli.
Should we get Estrella to go in and book an appointment, and maybe the rest of us hang out, or I can accompany you and just look around inconspicuously.
I mean, that sounds good to me.
Do we want to go in as a group, or do we want to just send the two of you?
I guess we could go in as a group, but yeah.
I feel like that would be too noticeable.
Well, why don't you guys go in and I'll just keep an eye on this nano swarm thing and hang out in the alley.
Just chillax in the alley.
I'm just inhaling some kick or poking into my eye. I don't know, how do you imbibe kick? The drug, the adrenaline drug.
Sounds like that would be an injection or something. I don't know.
Probably
Yeah.
an injection. I know it lists it on the page.
So what you do is you go over and you insult a bouncer and then kick him in the shin.
I imagine it's somewhat similar to Ready Whip, and you just
You're supposed to place a tiny amount under your tongue.
Okay. Since I am the noob, I am just gonna have dumb questions. Okay, so, and I did try to look first, so I have a high skill in security ops. What does that actually mean in this game? Because there's not skill, or not one I could find easily.
It's basically knowledge of how security firms work and how security operations would work. So if there was a security escort on a person, you'd be able to tell who their security escort was, who the people hiding in the crowd were, that kind of thing, where the
Okay,
cameras are.
cool. So I should probably go like into the place and like look and like help with casing. Be like,
yeah, probably.
yeah, 'cause I have a pretty high.
Like I'll be chatting up the whoever,
Yeah.
and you can like scout around a little bit, I guess.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll stay back here and make sure Wheels doesn't get himself into. And I look over and he's already doing. Oh shit!
Okay. All right, so I guess I'll go in accompanied by our new friend Augie.
You'll
Yes.
You'll hear beauty as you walk away. No, it's a little bit under the. God damn it!
Just got to detangle myself from this ladder first. Got some of my extendable arm in there.
You were just walking along, and suddenly you're a Gordian knot on the side of a wall.
Goodness.
Yep.
Oh,
And
sorry.
somehow all of my characters are just me and how I am in real life.
Rules speak
hard to-
truth.
It's hard to
Alright.
play someone that's not you.
Yeah.
All right, so like just before we go in, I'll be like, all right, now let me do most of the talking. You take a very good look around. Like try and sort of like walk around if you can and see. Maybe you can find where that door heads to.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Walk
I-
around. That's Morphist.
I'll be quiet. You'll be pretty.
Yes, indeed. All right.
So we're going into the place. Doing the thing.
Yep.
So you go in. It seems like a pretty normal tattoo parlor. I mean, it doesn't look as rough inside as it did outside. It's rather clean, sterile. You hear tattoo guns going off in the back. There's a front desk, and at the front desk there is a very large spider bot. She's got arms over here, typing away. She's got another set of arms over there, doing some stuff. And she looks up with, like, all 8 eyes.
Please tell me she somehow also has a beehive hairstyle.
Oh, yes. Like, and then the 8 eyes. With, like, some, like, cat eyes.
Some of the eyes are up in the beehive.
It's one of the pair, like the bottom pair of eyes has the cat eye glasses. The
Yes. She looks like, oh, hello. How can I help you?
Hi, how are you? So I was hoping to make an appointment. I know you guys have a bit of a long list, but figured I'd get in here and get settled for whenever you have an opening.
Okay, let me check. And she, like, turns to the computer and starts typing away with her spider arms.
Alright, I'm gonna kind of nudge it, Augie, like, do something.
Yes. I will
Do
just,
math.
I'll just casually around.
And she looks up, she's like, we have an appointment. About 2.5 years out. Is that cool?
Oh yes, I figured it would be as such. And I'm gonna kind of lean in and be like, oh god, I didn't think this out.
I'm not saying this like in real as my character. Just use your boobs. Use your boobs.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, okay, well, yes, obviously.
Are great.
I'm just gonna be like, so I've never gotten one of these. Does it hurt as much as they say?
Oh, probably worse, honestly. They're injecting all sorts of nanites and all sorts of things, and it's gonna be uncomfortable for a while because the nanobots are kind of like crawling around in there too to get settled in, and that's how they move, because, it's nanobots. But, you'll get used to it, and a lot of people love it, and they come back for so many more.
Thank you.
How to break the DM.
really don't like how that sounds. Can I? Is there any way I could like watch one or like look at and see how it goes? I'm very nervous. I know it's like 2.5 years from now, but I want to know what I'm getting into, you know?
Well, and she like shoves a thick binder, an old style binder, towards you. And she's like, well, if you have an artist that you particularly like, we can set you up with them and let you talk to them. They have a couple free moments here and there, you know. Let you talk to them, they'll help you. They're probably much better at making you feel comfortable than I am. I'm just the receptionist.
Well, at least you're honest. And she's actually going to take the binder and kind of start flipping through it. Like, at first it's just like for show, but now she's actually kind of looking at the art and like trying to decide which one she likes.
So
Get this quaint 20th century flash.
So the binder like looks like a 20th century pre-fall notebook, but then you like open it and each page is like actually a different little data pad with all sorts of designs on it. Because aesthetics, you see. They're committed to this aesthetic.
Absolutely understandable.
Okay.
So wait, each page is a data pad that has individual designs on it.
Uh-huh.
So it looks like a bunch of pictures on a page.
Well, they're moving, because, you know... data
Okay,
pad.
that's different. I was going to say, they used a data pad to look like pictures on a page when they could have just used pictures on a page.
Yeah, but you can click on them.
To do what? They're pictures on a page.
It's the future.
You're not even on Earth right now, man.
You're not there.
Very rude about their
I don't know why that's where my suspension of belief happened, but
Okay, so if they're going for this aesthetic, I'm assuming there might be like, you know, flash art on the walls as well, possibly, or something. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah, there's all sorts of like, you know, you got the heart with the mom tattoo going on. And...
All right, so I like it would be
the
pretty,
banner is like flowing.
It would be pretty easy for me to just like look around and look like I'm just like, you know, the idiot I am, just being like, oh, look at all this pretty stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, camera. Okay, so that's what I've been doing while, you know, words are happening.
And you're looking for like security systems and stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna like security cameras or like, you know, people who look like, you know, they're there to make sure we're not there kind of thing.
Alright, roll your
Security ops.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Damn. It's gonna be a good night, folks.
we should not have done those test rolls.
Yeah, you don't really notice any cameras or security at all.
Huh.
It's great.
That's concerning for them. What business are these people running?
Seems like a business of people doing things and some art. There's
All
doors
right.
you're probably not allowed to go into. It's fine.
That's where they keep the needles or something. I don't know.
So what are Wheels and Iseb up to right now?
I'm trying really hard to make sure Wheels doesn't do something stupid.
I think Wheels is probably pacing back and forth with too much adrenaline in his system, but still kind of waiting out of sight of the back door, but repeatedly monitoring the controls of the nano swarm that's just chilling out on the other side of the door, waiting for someone to come out and smoke.
So, as it happens, someone does decide to come out and smoke. You know, it's just a pretty generic looking morph. Probably female. Covered in all of the nano tattoos, and they're just kind of like moving and dancing and changing colors. And comes out, the nano swarm slides in, and she lights up a cigarette. Because in the future, we still have cigarettes.
I mean,
You mean it's not a vape?
Not this time.
well, this is a retro. This place is very retro, so it's kind of her aesthetic.
Maybe it's one of those like weird cigarette-looking things from Watchmen, where it has like the weird bubble. I don't know.
Yeah, we're going with that. That's what it is.
Does anybody else read comics by an angry man who lives in a cave? That's how I imagine Alan Moore.
I mean, fair.
He does kind of look like that, certainly.
Oh.
I was imagining a darkened tower, but we'll go with that.
Alright, so
He wants you to think it's a darkened tower. It's a cave.
I just get a Rasputin vibe from him.
slightly underground, you see.
You say that like Rasputin wouldn't live in a cave.
That's fair. Yeah, that's.
So,
Like
It's a slightly
Rasputin looks
underground
like he
tower.
should live in a cave.
so I'm from my understanding of this stuff, I'm like controlling this, right? Like this is like a drone, like a remote thing that I'm seeing through its eyes. Is that correct?
Yeah, you would have like all of the visual and all the sensory data that the swarm has. It can either be piloted by a very basic AI, or you can jam in and pilot it, but
Oh, I'm definitely piloting it. And like, you know, doing rolls through the hallway for reasons.
you know, getting close to the ceiling fans, it's fine.
Yes. Darting between people's passing legs as they're walking by.
So as your nano swarm goes through, you're obviously in a back area. There's a lot of hallways and a lot of doors. Most of the doors are open right now. There's a couple that are closed, but for the most part, they're open, and there's people on the chairs getting their nano tattoos done. It's very loud back here because all of the buzz.
People screaming from the nanotech being installed.
Roll me a perceive check real quick.
Cool.
To see if you hear the screaming.
Mine is a 40, but it does say under the equipment that it has a perceive of 60. Can I use that?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how to change that on the fly, but
That's fine. You notice there are a couple of doors that look like really heavy wooden. One of them has employees only. One of them says maintenance.
yeah, I'm gonna zip under the door for maintenance. I assume it's not like airtight, sealed or anything, and nanites could get under it. Yeah.
The maintenance door isn't sealed very well. You can slide in pretty easily.
It's wood.
It's
Come on.
well, it's not wood, but it looks like wood.
I bet
It's-
nanites could probably just go right through wood, right?
um, you see in this closet there's like a couple of server robots, probably for cleaning the place. Nothing really outstanding. There's the breaker box right there. It's fine.
Noted.
Ooh.
I'm gonna search around, you know, just in case there's a secret door or whatever. I am an elf, so I got a bonus on that. Ah! Still rolling at a 60, but
Yeah, you don't notice any secret doors.
okay,
It just seems like a maintenance closet with some robots in it.
cool. Then I'm gonna go to the employees only room then.
Gasp.
The employees only room you can't get into. It is completely sealed.
And no one is coming.
Maybe that is where secret box is.
Okay.
From my sense of casing this joint from the outside, does it seem like this room would be very big? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I have a mental map of having navigated it from the outside and from the inside, and I feel like I've got some kind of cool, like I got a bonus on navigation directions. I have direction sense.
Yeah, with direction sense, you would realize that this must be a very, very tiny room.
Or maybe stairs.
Possibly stairs.
Elevator?
Or an elevator. Do they still have those?
Probably. Transporter, I don't know.
Yeah.
They have air that just comes up and gently lowers you down.
Pneumatic
Gotta go to
tube.
the other Team Rocket hideout to get the basement key card. To get to this one, to get really back to the first floor of that other building we were allowed to go in the first place.
So does this thing have like a lock or a keypad or a swiper?
There's a keypad. It appears to be a handprint scanner.
We're gonna have to cut somebody's
Gotta
hand off.
steal a hand. Oh, we went to the same place.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's okay. It's the future. They can get another hand.
Hey, I mean, there's a person right outside with you guys, right?
I mean, there is.
Are we just going to start chopping people's hands off until we find the right one?
I feel like there's an easier way.
I'm sure that they're an employee, right? They can get it.
I'm gonna communicate all the information I just discovered to the group, and I think just have the nanites settle like dust or something along this area so that I can keep an eye on if anybody. I kind of want to figure out who has access to it. So if I can see someone go through this door, that would be helpful.
Okay. Alright, so while that's happening, how's it going up front?
I think I finally found an artist I like.
Oh, really? Let me see.
His name is Styx. No.
And I'll like pick up the bulky binder, I guess, and like sort of turn it around and be like, this one. And it's like, you know, like American style tattoos?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like that, but like, you know, the Grim Reaper, but like the cloak is like flowing and it kind of glows a little bit on like the skull part.
I love it.
You know, Earth, America.
Yes, yeah.
Retro.
Retro!
Like, really retro.
The cradle
I
of
have
human
my
civilization.
I
Like,
mean,
at this point, it's technically archaeology.
Went from American traditional to American ancient.
Right?
That's a sentence.
so
Woof.
the receptionist just kind of goes, "Oh, that's Sindrash. He won't be in for another 4 weeks."
Long
She could talk to
vacation.
any of our other artists, I guess. I think Aisha has some availability coming up.
Can you show me some of her work?
She
I'm really
kinda-
trying to sell it.
She kind of like takes the binder and starts flipping through a couple things. It's very awkward because spider hands.
You'd think she could go faster because she could just be like.
Yeah, this is like her job.
I'm going.
Right?
I'm
She
going
doesn't
to
have
send.
fingers.
Do we in the back perceive any of this through like the mesh or anything like that?
I mean, is Estrella transmitting on the TACnet?
What is that?
That's
I guess.
like your link, the thing that you use to
Hive
talk to
mind?
each other.
Well, as long as it's secure, I don't see why not. I would want them to be updated to sort of know like if we need to bounce.
So yeah, you would be receiving this.
I'm going to send a message to Estrella saying, "Can you get a picture of Aisha?"
Yeah. Easy. I'm assuming I have like cameras in my eyes or some shit.
Yeah, like you can record everything that you see, hear, smell, taste, experience.
Yeah, I can send you a taste snapshot if you'd like.
I would like a picture before this woman that I'm standing next to goes back inside.
Okay, well, I'm doing my best, all right.
You're doing fine, darling. Just keep going.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Apparently, a third personality has emerged.
Apparently.
The other
I
two got lonely.
think I might peg this person who's out there with a micro bug.
Oh.
Can I pull that? Can I pull that off?
It's like, wow,
Sorry,
we're
Peg.
moving a couple steps there.
Sorry, phrasing.
What role would that
Pop.
There's not a role for pegging.
Pornography.
be? There's a role for everything if you have the right specialization in it.
Roll for kink.
I guess. Well, I don't know exactly how it works, but maybe do you shoot it out of a thing? I could use or infiltrate, guys. The micro bug.
Well, this is a different kind of stream altogether. Late night.
So to recap the plan, you want to peg a microbug by shooting it out the thing.
It seems legit. Don't see any issues
Yeah.
there.
What could go wrong?
This is fine.
English is a funny language.
So with a microbug, it wouldn't be as much shooting it out of anything.
Like, say,
As you
for
have
instance,
to get a little
Hot
handy.
Pocket.
Is it like a thing that you'd have to sneak up and like?
Blue dart.
Yeah, or a blow dart.
You could blow dart it, I guess.
Or is it a thing that you steer?
I think a microbug would be more something you have to plant on someone rather than steer onto someone. But I mean, if you threw it real well, you could probably do it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna activate my chameleon cloak. I'm doing all my stealthy things all today. We're stealthing. I'm gonna activate my chameleon cloak and then creep around the corner and like a gentle breeze of wind sneak up to this person.
Sneak.
Alright, I feel like that's.
That really sneaky? I feel like you should walk around the corner first to get out of sight.
No, we were out of sight.
I was standing next to her.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were all just chilling in the alley together.
I had said that I was going to be out of sight, like around the corner, so that when the person showed up, we weren't just like standing there. But
Yeah, roll me an infiltrate at +10.
Oh my god. Okay, I've recovered.
all right,
Yeah, okay, you successfully plant the bug. She kind of like, where you planted it, she kind of like jumps and swats, but the microbug stays on just fine. She looks around and she just looks at her cigarette, puts it out gently, and goes back inside.
I stand eerily close to her in my invisible chameleon cloak and just stare at her for a second and then slink backwards.
Can you, follow her?
Ooh, that's
inside?
that's a thought. I don't know that I want to do that. That seems like
you could put your foot in the door and just leave it open for a minute.
Yeah, does it seem like she's watching the door close, or could I put my foot in the door?
No, she's just trying to get away from whatever the hell was in that cigarette.
All right, I'm gonna hold the door open for a sec.
Yeah, you are able to do that.
And then because I'm still invisible, I chuck a pebble or something in Isev's direction.
What the fuck's...
Oh wait, I forgot we have digital. We have radio, so I just say something. Beep boop boop. I got
We're
the door.
all very used to being tech wizard crazy wonders.
I ping Isev and I'm like, they left the door open.
I'm gonna look at the slightly ajar door. Gonna stare at it for a moment and then slowly lean down and pick up the cigarette and take a drag and throw it away and walk in.
Do you have nicotine addiction?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool.
What would happen if they didn't?
I'd probably gain it.
No, it'd be a roll. It's fine.
Yes, but look at how we're rolling.
It'd be a really easy roll. It's fine.
Eyes.
Well, I think I'm creeping right behind Isev, still with my chameleon cloak on.
Alright, so you guys are inside.
That was easy. I'm looking to radio them should we make a ruckus?
No.
Okay.
I think if they catch us, our story is that we're getting a tattoo and you're lost. Like you were going to the bathroom or something and got lost in here. How about that? Sounds like a good plan.
Do I have the tattoo on the back of my neck. Do I have any other tattoos?
I don't know, do you?
I'm gonna say that I have some affiliation tattoos.
Okay. Any tattoos that you have would have been, except for the one on the back of your neck, would have been ones that you chose to put there. The morph did not come with tattoos.
So what I'm going to do is look at the anarchist tattoo on my forearm and take a claw and gently scrape along one line so that it starts bleeding. And then I'll walk behind him.
And it'll look like you were just tatted, sort of. Supposedly.
Just casually being a biohazard in this nice, clean establishment.
Well, it's not like they freaking tap up your blood when you're taking a break in a tattoo studio anyway.
So as you do that, the maintenance closet door opens, and a little robot comes out, and kind of sits in front of you for a minute. Then it reaches up and puts a band-aid over the wound, cleans up the area real good, and goes back into the maintenance closet.
Catch the door. Oh wait, no, never mind. Wrong door.
Did that robot look to be particularly strong?
No, it just looked like a cleaning robot.
I'm going to take the band-aid off and put it on the seal of the door. Just to see if it works.
Banging. And then the door pumps open, and a slightly larger robot comes out and puts another stronger band-aid on. And goes back into the closet.
The system works.
So this
I feel like this is a Wally
stubborn
moment.
patrons.
This is what we are programmed to do.
Do I have any glue?
Oh, God, I have to watch that movie again.
Well, the part that we didn't quite think through is, do we, either you or I, Esav, have any kind of door cracking capabilities? Unless it's infiltrate, I don't think I can do that.
Let's find out if I have anything that might in any way be helpful.
I could try and talk the door into opening.
Door.
I have guns.
Please
So to hack into the door, you would need infosec or interface. Probably at a -20.
Yeah, I have
I have 50.
infosec at 10 and interface at 30.
Yeah, mine are both low.
Or less.
What about like the equivalent of picking the lock?
I could provoke the door.
I can pick the lock with my guns.
Do you have a silencer?
Like,
Ooh, like a covert operations tool is bypasses locks, cuts / repairs holes. Hardware electronics at 60 versus electronic locks and more.
okay, yeah, you could do hardware electronics. If you don't have
Right.
the electronic specialization, it'd be just your flat hardware.
Yeah, I have hardware electronics at 50.
I have no fine art.
This is a very fine lock. Whoever created it crafted it very
Artisanal
well.
lock.
It has intricate filigree around the edge.
Well, I don't have hardware at. I didn't realize I needed to put points into that. Mine's in aerospace, but I'll hand you the covert op tools.
Okay, so when we
It's
get
like
to the
these
door, I will
tools
give that a
appear.
shot.
The tools appear out of thin air. It's fine.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, that the chameleon cloak, does it hide your heat signature?
I'm not sure.
You
I
can
doubt
look up
it.
on page XX.
Yeah, right.
Because I have special eyes. What are my special eyes? Hold on.
It's a camouflage. Let's see.
I have enhanced vision.
Making you seem transparent to those wavelengths while covered in the cloak. Wavelengths from microwave to ultraviolet.
Ooh. So I think yes, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's not effective against radar, X-ray, or gamma ray sensors. They do hide you from thermal infrared, however, by absorbing heat into a heat sink.
Then yeah, you'd be invisible to me, I believe.
Fancy.
Okay, so we have a problem. I can't see you. You're the only one that knows where you're going.
That's a good point. Well, it sounds like this thing is this covert operations tool is nanobots. Tools nanobots can also circumvent the circuitry, or excuse me, the security of electronic locks. Make a test using the COT, the covert operation tools hardware electronics 60. So I guess I could do that, even if I don't have hardware electronics, because it's using its skill, right?
yeah.
This is a task action with a time frame of 4 action turns, whether opening or disabling the lock. So let's do that.
All right.
I keep hearing someone like with their dice.
That's me. That should probably worry you.
Dang.
No.
Can I use one of my what do you call them? The points.
The flex points,
The flex points, yeah.
or the there were other points, weren't there?
Yeah, you have different pools.
Insight, Moxie, Vigor, or Flex.
Yeah.
I think this is
What-
insight. There's a symbol on your character sheet that matches up to the points, but yeah.
Oh, okay. That's esoteric.
Oh yeah, you get your points back at the start of every game, don't you?
Yeah, unless we're like in the middle of something. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
insight.
it's insight. Okay. Cool. I do have one insight from my morph, so I'm gonna use that if that's cool.
That's cool.
To a 28.
And that would flip it to a 28, right?
Yeah. So because I rolled a critical success on this.
Oh no.
That's not fair. Your dice are real.
Spoken like a true superstitious gamer.
Let
you
me
didn't
let me see
say-
them. I'm just kidding. Okay. I guess I buy it then.
So if you had failed, there would be alarms going off. Because you didn't fail, you just aren't able to disable the lock.
Hmm.
Just says no.
It kind of just goes beep, unauthorized.
Time to get hand chopping.
No.
So up front,
So, or hold a gun to somebody until they put their hand on the thing.
Meanwhile, Eseb is just wandering aimlessly around in here. I'm sorry.
this is like here's the lock of beep.
Womp womp.
I'm trying to direct you on our radio. No, other left.
I don't think it's the other left. I think I found the bathroom though. Oh no, never mind. Wasn't the bathroom. Janitor's closet. Just smells like one. Oh no, wait, it is the bathroom.
So up front, what's going on?
I guess we're waiting for what's their name?
Aisha.
Aisha.
Yeah. So your receptionist, whose name you still haven't asked. It's fine.
She's not a human.
She's not real. It's fine.
Is her
I
name
always forget to do
Beatrice?
that.
Does she have a name
To
tag?
be fair, I do that in real life too. So that
You're my
doesn't
new
make it-
best friend 2 years later. What's your name again?
basically. Actually, there's like several people at work where I'm just like, "Hey, you!"
You literally pull a buddy Jesus on them.
Well, I don't always do the finger guns, just sometimes.
So, yeah.
Um,
She flips through a page and is like, yes, this is Aisha's work, and it's like this beautiful, like watercolor in motion floral piece.
fuck yes.
Kind of like
Okay.
pulses and vibrates with different colors.
God, that sounds so radical.
Looks vaguely like a
Why
vagina
isn't this
because it's
real yet?
flowers.
Ah, a student of Picasso.
Ooh. Okay. Thank you. Yes, I would love to speak with this Aisha. What's your name, by the way? You've been helping me so much.
Oh, my name's Humility.
Well, it's
That's not what I
lovely.
was born with, but neither this body, so
All I gotta say is thank God Wheels didn't peg her.
I'm so glad this is a late night game.
Why? Everyone should be subjected to this.
Doesn't want some late night pegging.
Yeah, late night pegging. It's fine.
Ideal. Goals? Goals.
I mean, to be fair, mid-afternoon you can get a snack. I mean,
You can get a snack at midnight. Come on.
What kind of fridge do you have? Is it like, do you have an alarm on it that shuts off at a certain point of the day?
there's a 5-year-old in the house, so yes.
Oh.
Fair.
Fair.
Children. I work with them.
The most alarmiest of alarms.
You just run around the house yelling about whatever you took out of the fridge.
You were trying to come up with an alarm sound, weren't you?
All right, so this covert ops tool can also bore a 10-centimeter diameter hole into a wall. So I think I might do that and then send the spy swarm in through the hole in order to at least get a sense of what's going on past this door.
All right. As you start boring,
What could go wrong?
pegging and then boring and all the holes.
We've advanced to pegging a door.
Big glory hole.
Guys, this is normal. We're just penetrating it.
Robots.
Oh, the future.
Remember that part of the beginning where you were like, this is a psychological horror. This is what you were talking about.
I wouldn't be offended if anyone just X-carded me at any time.
I mean, I do have a pegging story, but that's for later.
Are we getting the X card from the chat yet?
I think Inky probably knows this story.
I do. It's a good one.
But anyway, so as you're now boring a hole in this door. Seriously.
It's a good thing we're playing Grimdark.
Someone comes out of one of the rooms, taking gloves off, washing hands at a sink that's in the hallway. She kind of stops. Stares at the hole.
Boring itself in the wall.
Boring itself into the wall.
And you look at Isab like,
I'm not there yet. I'm still wandering around.
oh, okay.
Although I can be
Well.
there.
Sounds like a good time to knock someone out.
She just kind of shrugs and goes up to the front.
Hey, good security. That sounds like retail, though.
She goes up to the front.
Yeah. Oh well.
Above my pay grade. The hole in the wall. I don't care.
She kind of leans.
Someone should
She kind of leans on the counter. Humility. There's some weird shit going on in the back. And she turns to you. Hi, I'm Aisha.
Hi, I am.
I
Someone
heard
help me
you
come up
were...
with a name real quick.
Esther.
Esther. Perfect.
Real retro name. I like it. I like it. I like it. So,
I was
yeah,
going to try and come up with a word that was the opposite of humility.
Arrogant.
Shame.
I am Shamebot.
Hear me roar.
Do we know this is happening? Have we gotten an alert?
Bing.
I think I will probably start creeping back to the back exit.
You're gonna put a bug in the hole first?
Well, I've got phrasing.
A little something friendly in there?
Yeah, I've got the nanite, the spy nano swarm that's hanging out by this door, so I'll just drive it in.
Lucky cricket.
Get in there real deep.
Why are we like this?
I don't know. The world is broken.
Sorry.
All I have left is absurdist humor. It's all
So it does say that the nanobots can repair the damage so that the hull is invisible to any but the most careful and detailed examinations. So once this spy swarm gets in there, then I think the covert ops tool nanoswarm is going to repair it. This is just wacky, but I'm going with it.
It's a little, that's really extra.
I know.
So extra.
Okay. So Esther is about to talk to Aisha about tattoos. I guess I'll be like, yes, I was hoping that I could possibly, I don't know, like sit in on maybe a session. I was gonna book an appointment and I started thinking about it and I was like, well, it might hurt a lot and I'm more of a pleasure person, you know?
I mean, some people
So-
find pleasure in the not so pleasurable.
Well, yes. I'm usually on the other end of that, you know? So,
Okay, that's fair.
I was just hoping maybe I could see, just maybe a little tour would be nice. Just
sure,
a
we
walk about.
I'll give you a tour.
Do you mind if my friend comes?
Not the weirdest thing we've had back here. Come on.
We get robot snakes all the
Alright.
time.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I really appreciate this.
I'm gonna keep looking for security while we're in different rooms.
Roll me your sec ups
That's
again.
the idea.
This has gone places I did not plan.
What, us, like, scanning the place?
Drilling holes in the wall.
Filling holes in the wall, you know. Actually trying to book a tattoo appointment.
No, unless we, for some reason, get like the band for life posters up in the walls somewhere. For some reason, you know.
Give me a minute.
Random reason.
I'm definitely gonna come back for this tattoo if this place doesn't burn down inexplicably.
Except for the one box with the undefined items in it.
Oh, so you know, you go back with Aisha. Where are you at, Isev?
I've probably internally mapped the entire back area. And I am probably in the bathroom, hiding in a stall, trying to figure out what I'm going to do next.
Okay, fair.
Muttering to myself, why did I follow him? I couldn't see him. It's not like I can follow him anywhere. Why did you let me in? I could just stayed back in the alley, but no.
As you're in the bathroom, like, a little maintenance bot comes in and cleans around you and goes back out.
I'm going to take the bigger bandage off. I'm going to put it right as the robot starts to go away. I'm going to put it on the robot and on the floor to stick him in place.
Robot, like, pulls out a knife, slices through it, and keeps going.
Damn. Okay, you don't want to mess with Knifebot.
Stab you.
Ooh, now I'm afraid.
So you're coming back into the back area with Aisha, and she stops in front of the employees only door sign, or employees only sign door. There we go. Words.
Mhm.
She stops and she looks at it. She shakes her head, and just keeps walking,
Someone's
muttering
in that
something.
cigarette.
I swear there was something happening here. I need to lay off the drugs. Lay off the drugs.
Oh my.
She takes you back to, there's one of the rooms where somebody is just about to get tattooed. You just sit down and hey, you do the thing.
Okay.
Yeah. You just watch this person get tattooed. It seems horrifically painful, but they don't seem to be screaming. But they also have they have several other tattoos that are just kind of like flowing around their arm.
Wow. This is honestly fascinating.
I haven't gotten many myself, just because I'm so busy putting them on everyone else. But, you know. Real cool. Much better than the old ones, really. Hurt a lot more, though. But that's okay, we've got stuff we can give you for that.
Vicodin.
Base Vicodin.
Oh, well, I thank you so much. I'm honestly quite. This is great. I feel much better about this now. Sorry, guys. I have a little bit of a headache. Trying to think of words that I should say to you to make it.
I mean, yeah, cool. If this has set you at ease,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Just book an appointment with Humility, and we'll get you in as soon as we can. We might have a cancellation in the next 2-3 years.
That would be lovely. Yes. Just keep me updated, and I guess I'll be back then. I guess I'll like sort of go to awkwardly shake her hand, and then like we'd probably walk the same way to get out of the.
No, she's gonna go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Of course. Did I learn anything from my additional looking around?
Oh, right. You noticed 10 cameras, like all along this one little hallway. You also
Follow the
noticed,
camera to package.
You also noticed several small little bug robots kind of crawling around the ceiling area. Probably
dear.
security drones.
Mm.
And
And
generally,
they
you
somehow
notice
haven't noticed those other security robots. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. You notice that this is probably a much better secured area than you first thought.
Okay. I mean, I was expecting there to be somewhere because, you know,
It's just pretty.
high-end place for important clients. All right. Well, I will send that as a general update in the hive mind and be like, by the way, there's cameras everywhere. just and the drones as well.
Well, I would think that Wheels is fine. If the chameleon cloak can cover him from all of that. Yusuf, good luck, buddy. See you on the flip.
So let me just ask this. They know I'm here, obviously.
Yeah.
You just want me to do it now?
Blow the whole place up?
I can't do that. I can blow up a large portion of it.
I mean, if that's where we're going, I can start like ripping cameras off the wall with my extendo arms.
Well, I don't know if we want to go
Shut up.
drastic right away.
Be a good distraction, and I have a lot of guns.
How's the hole doing?
The hole is done. It's fine. It's grown up to be a nice sealed entrance again. It's fine.
Cool. So, and I have the nano swarm spy inside.
Yes.
What's going on inside behind this door?
Could be perceive or perceive. That's the one.
Okay. It has a perceive of 60. Oop. Well, let's do that. Pretend that it's a 60 though.
Yeah. It's almost like a closet, but there's like a hatch in the floor. And there's absolutely nothing else in this room.
Oh
Except
no.
Cameras. There's cameras, but
How are my nanites supposed to pick up a hatch? Can I fly through it? Is there cracks?
it's cracked. Yeah, you can go down there.
Cool.
They didn't think anyone would get past the first door. They were like, surely this one single pad will be just enough.
Technically speaking, we didn't get past the first door.
Yeah, we did not. Just drilled a hole in it.
It's true.
So your nanites go down. It looks like the ricketiest ladder. Just
Old
descending
school.
from this hatch into this darkness. But they're nanoids, so they can turn up the brightness and see everything just fine. And it's basically a storage area down there. There's lots of boxes, lots of crates, lots of little knickknacks hiding out.
So do we know anything other than we're looking for a box?
You know it's a very distinctive box.
It says
It has something on it, right?
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
AY Arts. AY Arts.
AY Arts, do we see any of those?
You do not see the box you are looking for, but you do see a vault door.
Oh no, there's a bigger door.
Explosions, explosions, explosions.
He wouldn't give me any bombs.
You did not get bombs this time.
Okay, then. Guns.
Well, I think at this point we should all get out of here, and I can have these nano swarms still in that entrance, and then we could kind of regroup and come up with a plan because we've got our intel at this point, right?
Yeah, pretty much. As far as I can tell, anyway.
Yep.
Unless you guys just want to shoot it up.
Okay, I'm going to try to extract myself.
Yeah, so Aisha just kind of comes to the bathroom. She goes to wash her hands. She looks over. She sees your bleeding arm at this point that's not bleeding anymore because it had bandages on it.
You guys got some very clean bots in here.
I mean, we have to. Health safety regulations, that sort of thing.
Pretty sure one of them threatened me with a blade.
They do that sometimes. They're not programmed
Alright.
to hurt anybody.
But you
I
should
mean-
keep your band-aids on.
Not after that one incident.
Oh, the incident.
What one incident?
Well,
Go
we had
on.
this one robot that's supposed to be smart, like real smart. And then this guy came in. He was real drunk. And he kind of got into a bar fight with the robot.
Robot 1.
That one, yeah. And it wasn't good.
Who'd you put money on?
Oh, robot every day.
That's fair. I'm gonna get out of your hair now.
Alright. She kind of pauses and looks at you for a long minute. It's been a while since I wore one of those, and then washes her hands.
She washes her hands a lot.
She's empty.
That's good.
Have to.
I'm gonna go, and slowly walk out the door, and close the door behind me, and run like hell down the hallway.
You run into me, who's holding the door.
They probably saw that.
It's fine. They didn't say
I
anything.
don't know how we're gonna deal with this without blunt force, without a hacker at this point, because they know what we look like. We can't surprise
True.
them.
But we could trip that breaker box. Just shut the whole system down.
Yeah, but I mean, possibly. But what if they have a backup? Because if they have this much security, we'll try
I mean,
and see
we
what
can-
happens.
We can try and ask Shufin if he has. I don't want to say bomb.
Like a energy displacer or some shit.
Or
don't know, I
even
just put
just
the
like a
words together.
welding torch.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to ask.
I'm pretty sure I can hold that hallway.
I can also probably help with that significantly.
I have arms.
We have image of the vault, right?
I mean, as long as Wheels gave it to you, yes.
Yeah. I shared all the information I found so far.
Where's my skills?
Or it's useful to have a Heimline.
So my security ops is 50. Would I be able to know about the nature of that vault, like how good the security on that vault is, if there's a workaround or if there's a flaw that we can exploit?
Roll it for me.
Ooh, that's a good question. Can I roll that too?
Everybody who has that role.
Is that one of those special ones?
Yeah, it's a no
I
skill.
don't have.
So yeah, you know that this is at least from the data that you have, it looks more intimidating than it is, and you probably could just open it and walk in.
So we have to get down to the basement, basically.
Okay.
If only we all had chameleon cloaks.
If only we all hadn't extracted it just the wrong time. I could have gotten her hand.
But it'll
Could've-
probably still take time though, right? To hack
We
into
could have pegged the security door with her hand.
Give it a big old slap.
Yeah, I don't see how this is gonna work unless, violence
Guns.
happens.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we do have two violently inclined individuals, so that seems to be where our strengths lie.
well,
if we
while
could
you,
get the door open.
I could try again. I mean, while you guys are occupied, I'll break in.
I can try to blast the door open without using a bomb, because technically I am the bomb.
I mean,
Please don't
also,
explode.
I am still very pro create distraction by being like, oh look, a security camera I can just reach up and grab and start smacking things off the wall.
Come to that, do we know the level? Like, do we know if there's going to be countermeasures as soon as we start doing things?
Don't know.
Because I mean, we saw cameras and we saw basically bugs. We didn't see any weapons other than knife pot.
I guess we might as well go for it. I guess.
I also feel like I should remind you that you do have time to get equipped with things like chameleon cloaks if you so chose.
Yeah, let's get better equipped first.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Sounds good.
We don't have money.
We don't have money.
But that's my cool thing, you guys.
I mean, if you don't have money,
We'll give them back.
it's almost like you're also employed by a shadowy government agency. It's not actually a government agency, but that's not the point here.
I guess.
Also, we all have pretty good reputation with anarchists that like to share things.
I mean, if we just borrow them, then we'll give them back, and then Wheels can just have his own, and then that's why he's.
It's worth 2 GP. You guys got 2 gold?
Like I said, we're gonna borrow them.
It's the future, and they still use gold pieces.
I think it's gear point, right?
Oh,
Yeah. The future uses mostly reputation. Unless you're not an anarchist for some reason.
asp. Perish the thought.
What?
Or employed by a shadowy not government agency.
Who has already lent us a ship, so chameleon cloaks would probably be much simpler.
Yeah.
Call him. Let's call him. Ring.
All right. Yeah, let's get out of this place and hang
Yeah,
out.
we're out. I ran like hell. We're gonna
Hang out in a coffee shop, or yeah.
The way I imagine it is Isev is in full fight or flight mode and doesn't want to fight. So she runs down the alleyway, takes a left, goes straight for about 2 blocks, takes a right, and dives into the first pile of junk that she sees.
No place like home. In the
They'll
ground.
never find me in here.
All right, so yeah, we meet up in a hookah shop or something like that, and then jack into the
Matrix.
to the hyperweb and contact Shufin.
I'm sorry, I have to say it. We peg the mesh.
Yep.
It's
We
the
bore a
vocabulary
hole.
word of the day.
Brought to you by the letter M.
And the number 13, because tattoo.
So you're gonna call Shufin up and ask for chameleon cloaks.
Just to
You know.
borrow.
Chameleon cloaks, we might want a cutting torch. Just in case. And possibly a better code breaker to get past the door.
Okay, so
Is there a better one?
I don't know. I'm making shit up as I go along.
So
it worked
if
well
we
last time.
So if we need a blowtorch, can we basically have just a laser sword
Oh,
because
yeah.
I want a lightsaber to slash the door?
Yes.
Yes!
So you call Shufin.
Can it be double-sided?
Yes, I'm Kylo Ren. It's stupid. I'm gonna cut my arm off.
See, there's
Good
the
thing it's a
horror.
robot arm.
I can get another one. It's fine.
So you call him up, and how does this conversation go?
Well, we scouted the place and we're pretty sure we can get in. We just need a few items, and we should be good to go. So just let's see, 1, 2, 3 chameleon cloaks, lightsaber, and and a hacky bug, a better one than whatever he's got.
Roll your IREP for me.
Me?
Yes, because you're the one talking.
Oh, I actually have some.
Kind of sits back, tail flicking a little bit because annoyed cat.
Doesn't he also have wings? I feel like he had wings,
He
right?
does have wings. He has
Okay.
dragonfly wings. And they're just kind of like
Yes,
laid against his back
dragonfly
right now.
wing.
I love him so much.
Me too. I don't think Wheels does, but Keith does.
He just kind of looks and he goes, "Did you try maybe asking someone if you could get back there? I'm sure you noticed that they're very chill about everything."
Genuinely, nobody ever thought of that.
All I got is guns, okay? Like Jane top of the fireplace. I'm not hired for my intelligence.
I mean, why didn't you just ask to do that then? Why you have your agents doing this? If you're presenting it as so easy.
Well, you see, I'm here on, Titan teaching. It would take me so long to get there and get to the box. I thought it would be best to use all of the resources I have at my disposal.
So, with all the security that they have, and it's a lot of security, and with the vault door, they're just going to be chill about it?
You were there, right?
I was there, and I almost got knifed by a robot.
Oh, you met Blago.
I assume that's like the equivalent of the cat that lives there. But cleaner.
I'm gonna go have a cigarette. I'll be right back.
No, I mean, it's an understandable misunderstanding, right? I suppose we can try, but if it doesn't work, it's on you.
You hear in the distance, if it doesn't work, I'm blowing a hole in the door.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right, then, I suppose. Back to the tattoo parlor. Esther strikes again.
I'm sorry, I seem to have left my guns behind. I don't know what's her excuse for going back so soon.
Sorry.
All right. Well,
Oh god. I'm tired. Hang on. Go ahead.
I don't know what I was gonna say. I'm sorry.
So, you're going back to the tattoo parlor. How does this happen?
I feel like this was meant to be a much shorter part of the adventure.
Okay,
Hate me when this is
so
over. I'm just saying.
I feel like the high charisma person should maybe be in charge of the getting back in, because why are we here? What's our fake reason?
I just don't feel comfortable with asking them to just let us into their vault. That doesn't it doesn't seem to make any sense to me.
I mean, we could try to pitch some kind of it's like, so we're really a security firm and we want to look and see what we can do to help upgrade.
Mm.
Maybe we can
I
tell
don't
them
have
that
anywhere near the skills to do this. Yeah.
Maybe we can tell them that their side defenses are lacking. We've come to see how we can upgrade them.
Estrella, you have no fine arts, right?
Yes.
Will you roll that for me?
Are we overcomplicating it again?
So, looking at the footage again, you notice that while there's a lot of just random ass shit in here, there's a painting that you know to be very rare and in high demand. Like, the original of it has not been seen since shortly after the fall.
Dun dun dun.
And they just have that on open display?
Yeah, in a back room.
What's in the vault?
What's in the box?
It was just the box all along. That's where we're going. We're going on an adventure for a cat. The box just had a slightly smaller box inside.
So is this something that we might be able to know that they would have this without? Because if we just say we want to see that painting as a distraction, it would be like, how do you know that? Is this something that's accessible online, like the paper trail for this painting being here, that we could use as a, I want to see this painting? Is that?
What other no skills do you guys have among you?
Oh, let's find out then, shall we?
Triads.
I'm a soldier, so I have conspiracies.
So,
Black market? Smuggling?
Yeah.
I want to remind everybody that your muse might also have no skills.
I don't have a muse.
I got a lot of just criminal stuff: criminal faction, black market, security ops, flight ops, smuggling, triads.
I have biology, scavenging, military ops, mercenary groups, and security ops. And on my muse, I have psychology, mercenary groups, Watts McLeod Exsurgent, and transhuman history.
What do you have, Inky?
I have conspiracy, field crew ops, security ops, mercenary groups, and emergency services.
Okay, so I need black markets and psychology.
What? There's no conspiracy theory about the painting.
Oh, there's plenty of conspiracy theories about the painting. So, Estrella and Wheels would know that if you've got much junk in a back room, you're probably looking to sell it. And Isev's muse would pipe up, just letting her know that, yeah, people don't just hoard that kind of stuff, that kind of priceless stuff, without knowing that people are going to know it's there.
Okay. So we're connoisseurs of artwork and boxes.
You'll probably also remember that the box in particular was marked AY Arts.
Hey!
Hey!
It's art.
Wheels,
Yes.
when we go back, can I borrow your chameleon cloak?
Sure. Because I have a skin flex, so I'll use that. Come on, guys. Just trying to be all serious. Yeah, which is a disguise implant that allows you to restructure your facial features and musculature. So I would look just totally different. But I haven't been seen yet, but that would also protect me. So here's my chameleon cloak.
So I'll take the chameleon cloak. I'm like, just, I did stupidly go in through the back door where every camera saw me. I'm gonna put on the chameleon cloak.
just don't understand why I couldn't have a laser sword.
Because he rolled real good, that's why.
Dang it!
Unlike when he was asked for a bomb and he crit failed.
I have to buy my own laser sword.
Okay, so I don't totally understand what we're doing. We're gonna go in there and try and negotiate to get the box? Or are we just kind of creating a distraction for them to open the vault in order to get the box? I don't.
What if I go in and I'm like, so I noticed this painting and I was hoping that you could show me if you had some other ones, perhaps in the back, of similar quality?
If we can get them to let us into the vault, maybe depending on the size of the box or what's inside, I can slip it underneath the cloak.
Harry Pottering it. Cloak of
Yes.
invisibility solves all problems.
Including death, apparently.
Okay. So you go in and you ask Humility about the painting, and she goes. She kind of pauses.
I'm just gonna let my cat in.
Pauses and she goes.
That's not really my area. I mean, for the most part,
Aisha's the one that, you know, takes care of all that. I can call her up for you if you'd like me to.
That'd be lovely.
Oh, okay, cool. And so she tap on the pad.
Just
And,
give your hand.
and Aisha comes up. She goes, oh, you're back. What can I do for you?
Yes,
Art.
well, art.
Says the 8-foot snake.
Yes, there's a particular painting I was hoping we could discuss. And perhaps we have some other ones that might be up for sale, perhaps? In the back?
Roll me persuade for that.
Sweet.
He's, oh, yeah. Come with me. I've got some phenomenal things to show you. So she
Lovely.
leads- Who all is going in this?
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm under the chameleon cloak following them.
I'm going, though I have used my skin flex to reconstruct my face to look like somebody else.
Even though you were like completely invisible the whole time.
Can I?
Yep, but
Can I be the one that says it? Weird flex blow.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so yeah, she basically just leads you right to the door, puts her hand on it, it beeps, it goes, okay, accepted. And she kind of pauses, she goes, I'm really sorry about the ladder. I promise it's sturdy, it just... I like to deter people from crawling down here as much as possible.
I mean, I'm probably tall enough with my extendo arms that I can just like slink down there. I
Yeah.
don't need the ladder.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe that's what I should do for
That-
the next body. Huh.
Gonna like Gumby it down there.
Okay.
So,
I'm assuming we don't have to roll to get down the ladder.
no, it only looks terrifying.
Okay.
It's all an illusion.
Or the aesthetic, you see.
Understandable.
So yeah, she leads you down the ladder, and she just kind of, in the middle of this storeroom, And now that you're actually here and not just viewing it through some nanobots, you notice that even though there's a whole lot of shit down here, it's all very carefully laid out.
I told you this place was archaeological related. I knew it! Wasn't just a joke.
Yeah. And so she just kind of spreads her arms out and goes, so, what kind of art are you looking for? We've got some...
AY?
Let's start.
You're looking for my old stuff.
Oh.
And so she just, like, opens this intimidating-looking vault door like it's nothing.
It in fact is nothing.
It, in fact, is nothing. It's like paper mache, it's fine.
What is this box?
Esev the entire time is just like, oh.
Well,
So you
go in.
Yeah, you go in, and there's lots of really nice paintings hanging up, like almost a gallery in this room. And kind of off in the corner, you see the box you're looking for.
How big is the
Okay,
box?
It's about not very big.
All right. Looks like that's the plan.
I'm gonna wander over to the box.
Wait until she's not looking.
That's
then
what I'm doing.
I need you to roll me infiltrate.
And
Okay.
I think it is at a plus,
Plus
10.
10. Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, no.
Why was this thought to be a good idea? Who gave you the sneakies?
He asked nicely. She asked nicely.
You should have stayed outside. Okay.
So as you're wandering over to this box, you trip over another box,
Like,
and she just kind of looks over.
Oh.
Okay,
And she's like,
question.
"Yes,
Can I see what kind of security is within the vault, if there is any?
yeah, roll." Yeah.
No. Wow. Really glad to have you on this adventure.
Like, you assume there's some security, but you also have noticed
see
the paper mache door.
Okay. So if I just grab her with my extendo arms...
Do we want to fight? I don't think we want to fight. Do we want to
She
fight?
might just let us take it.
Okay, well, then somebody who's not the only... Violence is the only answer, have an idea.
I'm going. Oh God.
Okay, how about I just... Okay, I could just pick up the box and be like, what art is in this box?
Yeah, okay, that's a good idea.
That's what I'm doing.
What art?
I've made the decision. Yep.
What art is in this box?
What is this?
She kind
Oh,
of shrugs. I don't know. I've had that since I was like 12. I don't remember what's in there.
huh.
Can we have it?
Sure.
Oh my.
Run!
Cool!
Bye.
I guess, I'm gonna, like, fuff around for a little while and, like, kind of look at her other stuff.
We should buy something for real. Let's be nice.
So, as you're looking around and pretending to be interested in the other arts, Esev, you get that kind of cold feeling again.
Cold feeling.
Yeah, like when you met Gladys and you knew that you
Yeah.
had, done the do and all of that goodness.
Ooh.
Why am I trying to use euphemisms at this point?
Surgeons of pegging.
And you see this one particular
I caught a
painting.
bug from Gladys.
You see this one particular painting, and it's this beautiful, like, snowy, kind of desolate landscape. And as you're looking at it, you can kind of remember every paint stroke. You remember how the brush felt in your hands and how the paint smelled.
And that's
And
it.
then-
Remember how she said that she wore one like you before? It's probably like a suit, a skin memory or something.
Mm.
Ew.
It'd be a memory
No.
artifact.
Yes, that one.
Yes, that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Skit.
Oh, that's a strange as hell sensation.
Woof. Okay. I'm assuming you don't relay that to the rest of us?
How big is the painting?
There's no particular reason.
It's a pretty good size. It's
Damn it.
not that.
Is it mounted on a frame?
It's a canvas. It's not in a frame, but it's like actual canvas and paint.
Would I be able to roll it up?
No.
No.
Canvas usually has like a wooden.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying if it was mounted on
Oh,
a frame.
it's mounted canvas.
Yes.
I have. Is there any cool snake art of snakes?
I'm asking for a friend.
Yes. Yes, there's cool snake art of snakes.
I mean, how
How
much?
much money do we have, guys?
How many dollars you want for
None.
the snakes?
We don't have money. We have reputation.
Oh, right.
I'm sure that Estrella has some credits stashed away.
Oh, right. In my boobies.
In her cleavage, yeah.
They were reinvested.
Definitely not sweaty. How many credits would I need for a painting? I don't even know. A small snack painting, maybe?
For the snake painting, she would probably ask about 1,000 credits. No big. It
And
seems to
how
be a
many
more
would
recent-
you assume I would have?
You would probably have access to at least 5,000 crypto cred.
Okay. I can, yeah, okay. I'll buy a nice snake painting.
Snake.
Well, I kind of feel bad just like showing up and taking her box and not even buying a painting. You know?
Support the local art community.
Yeah.
You don't need to pay artists. You just give them exposure.
I'm going to stab you through the internet.
I just want you to know there's on my desk right here a wooden scoop that came with a little thing that my sister made. I'll stab you with this.
Most GMs just have to worry about the player's
Here's the
characters
psychological
fighting.
horror.
I have to worry about my actual players fighting.
I mean,
It was sarcasm, guys.
Did I do that?
Whoops.
You know, I'll,
What did
I'll
I
change-
say?
I'll change it. I won't stab you with this. I'll peg you with this.
You're gonna have a hard time attaching that to anything.
trope. Anyway,
And that's the game.
I mean, yeah, you buy a snake painting and you take the box.
I really
Shake
wonder
hands
what's
and
in the box.
wave jauntily to humility on our way out.
What's in the box?
The entire time as we're going back out into the street, I'm just muttering to myself, take off that chameleon cloak and throw it at Wheels.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
I'm like, yeah, it's kind of tricky. You got to get used to it, I guess.
Apparently, we didn't need to get used to it.
So, you have the box. Are you just going to take it to Shufin's contact, Josiah? Or are you going to try to open it?
If no one stops me, I'm opening it first.
I'm not gonna stop them.
They did say that we could take it out of the box if the only thing we could get was the item.
It's true. So it's obviously not a secret.
I want to know what's in the box.
Yeah, I think Wheels does not want to know what's in the box, but Keith does. So
I need someone to roll me infosec.
Oh, God.
No, thank you.
oh, the thing that we're so good at.
Okay, who has the higher infosec?
Oh my God, we're not gonna get to know what's in the box. I'm so sad.
Yeah.
I got a
don't know.
50.
Skills. Infosec. I have a 10. Never mind.
So, Wheels.
So am I the hacker now?
You're the hacker now. Congratulations.
Cool. I our hack.
What you notice about this box is it has a fingerprint lock on it. But you're pretty easily able to bypass it somehow.
We couldn't bypass the hand lock, but we could bypass the fingerprint lock.
Yeah, with
He just drove it real good.
Yeah, with my covert op nano swarm tool.
You just gotta poke it a few times and tap a couple things, and it just goes click and pops open. And inside the box, very neatly laid out and presented, preserved beautifully in some foam around it, is this wonderful, beautiful, perfect working order, all of the cables and everything. Vintage Nintendo 64 with a copy of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
It's just what I wanted! How did you know?
Good taste.
I want to note, technically speaking, there was a box inside the box.
You're not wrong.
How many controllers does it have?
4.
I'm glad we finally got to the psychological horror part.
I mean, my brain's feeling pretty broken right now.
We all just are like, what the hell is that?
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to gently close the lid and make sure it locks again. I'm going to look at each of them in the face and go, we will never speak of this again.
Wait,
Our secretest mission.
if it's Legend of Zelda, the guy on the box is Zelda, right?
How do people even use these controllers? There's 3 handles on them.
I don't have hands.
Never again.
Well, I guess it's time to make a delivery to
Josiah?
Yeah.
Jose Canseco?
Well, it said Josephine, but that's not quite right.
Might have been in another life.
You're not wrong.
So yeah, you make the delivery. He takes it,
That was a good mission.
promises to get it off to Shufin. And that is where we will end. With poor Isev just broken.
We win!
I feel like there's going to be a day's worth of lack after this.
Oof.
Alright.
Well, that was fun at least.
So glad we infiltrated that tattoo shop.
I wanted to do something like there's some stuff that's been buried in there that's going to be important later, but I wanted to do something that was kind of just a little bit lighter, a little bit.
It was fucking hilarious.
Want everyone to know, I will get a laser sword eventually.
And it will be called the Peg.
Oh, no.
The door peg.
The door peg. I love it.
Yeah. That's me gaming, everyone. Hello.
Perfect. I love it.
That is how the Enki do.
I'm a big snake.
Oh,
I'm a big
so
snake and I have tiny arms. I don't think this plan was very well thought through.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So we will go around. Say hello. Tell us where we can find you on the internet, if we find you places on the internet, all of that good stuff. And we'll go in the reverse order and start with Wheels this time.
Wheels. I'm Keith. You can find me at Material Components on Twitch and at M Components on Twitter. And yeah, I'm playing in a Friday campaign on our Twitch channel of a Fate Core wilderness survival horror, in which our NPCs are dying horribly, and it's lovely. And yeah, about to start a new Monero campaign on Wednesdays as well. So check that out.
Awesome. Bria.
Hey, you can find me on Twitter at MimicSama-chan. You'll see me here every Tuesday night, basically, as long as it's not postponed or whatever. Because I do both the Mimic nights and this. And then, our Wednesday night game is on hiatus right now, until we can get someone to stream for us again, but, let's see, what else? I guess join the Discord. That's where you find me the most. And that's all I've got.
Alright. Inky.
Hello. Thank you again. Game was awesome. I'm not really on the internet a lot. I kind of used Discord, but not really. So just see me be a wacky snake man here on some Tuesdays.
And Rain.
I am Rain Hayes, at Rain Ghost, surrounded by X's on Twitter. You can also find me on DM's Guild at Rain Hayes. I have 6 products up right now. You can find me on Welcome to the Party playing Winds of Chaos every Sunday. Also, there's an upcoming Echo Location Service podcast for Welcome to the Party. And I think that's all of the ones I'm on currently.
Awesome.
Because my other 2 are offline.
Gasp.
And I am Michi. You can find me at Michisaurus on the Twitter box. I am here every other Thursday playing Pokemon. And first and third Tuesdays running this. I think that's all I'm doing right now. I'm also on the Discord. You can find me there. I am a mod. They gave me power. That was probably a mistake. And yeah, so that has been our stream. I am going to try to find someone to raid real quick. I didn't think this through very well.
Womp womp. Is anyone really active this time of night?
I don't know. Probably some not US based is what I'm hoping.
Oh, true.
Maybe some West Coast stuff still going.
I mean, it's 11 o'clock here, so
Yeah.
that might be wishful thinking.
You could always go to an idle screen until you find somebody.
I could, but with my luck, it would not transition. I have some ideas on how to help with that going forward, so hopefully either that or I'll just buy a new computer.
Specifically so you can raid somebody.
Yes, and
You gotta buy the new computer and then you're gonna raid.
How about Behold roleplay?
Oh, right. Can you put that in the Zoom chat? Thank you. So yeah, we're gonna go raid Behold Roleplay. And as I find the window where that was, there we go. As soon as the countdown finishes. So, goodbye everybody! Thank you for playing.
Bye.
Thank you for
Was
watching.
fun.
There we go. We are out. It's done.
I don't know them at all, but it was just a word.